the number one question that we get from our clients, which is like, I'm hitting the growth goals. How do I continue to sell the value of email? It's a unique challenge for a lot of our clients, and we've got a lot of, fun tips to share.
Yeah, and I think to your point earlier, I think early engagement is, without fail, the most impactful optimization stream or mechanism we utilize. I think for a number of our clients, we've done some analysis, and I think anyone that opens one of their initial emails as part of that welcome series has gone on to have an average open rate of like 37% for one of the clients I'm thinking about over their lifetime on the file. So, I think really utilizing that as a really good early indicator when we're starting with new clients is crucial. It's also for the lifetime of our clients' relationships. It's kind of a tried and true metric that we're always looking at. Whenever we see something happen that causes that to dip, we do see a downstream impact on the lifetime value for that cohort if they are running into issues, whether it's a blip in terms of getting into the inbox in Yahoo or something to that effect. It is something that we need to kind of always be monitoring. So, those early engagers really typically focus around the opener rate. A lot of that is designed around, the number of opens in the welcome series. And then, what we start to do after getting a handle on making optimizations for those early engagers, we start to move downstream a little bit further to determine, what are some of the longer term KPIs that we should be tracking now. And so that sometimes that's, what is the open rate in general across all sends within the last 30 days? What does that click rate look like? And then some of our clients, we're even getting a little bit further downstream in terms of finding specific benchmarks in terms of, has this person opened 6 of the last 20 sends that they've received and stuff like that we've determined to be really good, reliable indicators. And then, getting beyond that, then we start thinking through, like, how can we start looking at revenue? Some of our clients are entirely e-commerce. Those are probably the easiest ones to do this, although you're constantly still talking about, last touch versus, ever received an email types of attribution models, but those are the easy problems to solve. Maybe jumping ahead to the next slide, we have a lot of clients where they either have an e-commerce element in addition to in-store purchases, or they may not even have an e-commerce element of their site. And for those clients, the problem is much more, you got to get a little bit more creative. And so what some of the tools we utilize to figure out what is the ROI impact of our email efforts and of their acquisition efforts. And so some of that will be done by doing outright surveying of subscribers, learning what products have they purchased in the past year, and a bunch of other questions like that. The nice thing about doing that surveying is that almost every answer you get back can be leveraged for some sort of ongoing segmentation and personalization. Most of the time, whenever we're setting up a survey, we also will set up the triggers that are customized based off of responses we receive as part of that survey. Another tool that we utilize for our clients is coupon redemption. Anytime that we can get that feedback back from their online partner that is, or the solution they're utilizing for coupons is immensely valuable in terms of putting some sort of dollar estimate towards the impact of our efforts. Another handy piece of information there is there any sort of product or warranty registration that we can leverage to put some sort of revenue to attribute to the channel. When we don't have those, or to complement those different streams, what we like to do is leverage any sort of existing indicators that someone might be in that purchase funnel. So building a model, sometimes this can be complemented by utilizing panel data such as IRI, where we might learn that anyone that's visited the site a certain number of times in the past 6 months or to a year has bought such a certain level of dollar amount, and we can build models based off of that. So, okay, we know this person has clicked on at least two messages in the past 6 months, so we know that the incremental lift on the ROI is X for that. We might also learn, somebody that printed on the products might be worth incrementally more money as well. So, a lot of what we're doing with our clients is taking the information that we have available for them and making making inferences, that's the word, in terms of what we can expect in terms of how many of those people that printed on an available product could we reasonably assume would then go to buy that recipe and featuring our client's product and stuff like that. So building a lot of models. The one thing that I would say is none of these, even all the way through to the direct on-site attribution models, are 100% accurate. But what we have found is that by doing these processes and building these models out, we're able to pretty reliably make optimizations along the full funnel, all the way back to the acquisition, through email optimizations to make incremental lifts in our clients' revenue.